Today we're going to have a look at a big boy boom arm that should be suitable for most situations. Let's find out if the i-Xtech Captain Pro boom arm is the right one for you. I hope that by the time you finish watching this video, you can make an educated decision as to whether or not this product is the right one for you. I'm LL Mel, and you are watching Creators Tech, technology for creators. A very special thank you to i-Xtech and their team for sending out this boom arm for an honest review. I'd like to remind you that at any point during this video, if you make the choice to go ahead and buy this boom arm or any of the equipment that I use to produce this video, please go ahead and click on the link below. Any purchase made through the affiliate link that we provide with Amazon will help us get a commission that helps this channel continue going and growing. So let's go ahead and have a look at what's inside the box of the i-Xtech Captain Pro boom arm. You get the boom arm itself, the tablet/phone holder, you get the C-clamp, you get the grommet mounting piece, you get a 150mm extension bar, a user manual, and a small Allen wrench for adjusting the tension on the arm. The total length of the arm is of almost 40 inches. The C-clamp base has a minimum of 0.4 inches and a maximum of 2.36 inches. It comes with a threading adapter of 1/4, 3/8, and 5/8 inches. This has a load capacity of 2.2 pounds. It has adjustable tension control. It also has a headphone mount, and it comes with cable channeling. The setup is pretty straightforward. You just go ahead and put the clamp onto your desk and begin to turn the lever to tighten. And then you can follow through with going ahead and installing the microphone with the appropriate thread by screwing it on. Once it's screwed on, you can go ahead and plug in the necessary cables, whether you are using an XLR cable or you are using a USB option instead. You can go ahead and thread the cables through the cabling system that this microphone has. It does come with cable clips that you can attach via double-sided 3M sticky tape. This will come in handy to keep the cables down and at a minimum to the view. Once this is installed, you can take off the magnetic cap so you can adjust tension using the Allen wrench that was provided in the box. In this video, I simply clamped it onto my desk. However, they also offer the necessary equipment so that you can go ahead and screw this on to your desk for a more permanent solution. Typically, for my personal preference, I opt for the more compact boom arms. So when I went ahead and heard from i-Xtech that they wanted to sponsor this video and gave me the options for the boom arm I want to review, I decided to challenge myself and go outside of my comfort zone. So I went ahead and got the Captain Pro of their lineup. And to be honest with you, it seemed intimidating when I first got it because its sheer size is something that I was not used to when it comes to boom arms. At about 40 inches, more or less, this is the biggest boom arm that I have reviewed. And to be honest with you, despite what I've said before about wanting to keep everything compact, I think there are many applications in which having a larger boom arm will have more benefits depending on what you are doing. As far as the build quality goes, the skeleton of it does have a metallic build, and over it, the shell, if you will, is a plastic shell, but it does not feel like a very cheap plastic. It's not a premium plastic either at this price, but it does look very nice and very professional in case you do plan on having this on screen. The plastic channeling up top and on the side works relatively well when it comes to trying to keep your cables out of view and organized. Personally, I would prefer some of the more modern solutions where there's a latch you open up and just throw the cables on the inside of that and then close up the latch so they're just out of sight, out of mind. However, this also comes in handy if you're the type of person that needs to have that instant flexibility of being able to change up the cables on the fly. It just really depends on your use case and personal preference. It's relatively easy to use once it's set up, and I think that for what you get here, it's very simple to use. If let's say you have a podcast, for example, where you're going to have guests that are not too well versed on making adjustments to their microphones, this is going to be just fine because you could just grab it at one point, and once the tension is adjusted, you could maneuver the microphone at your liking. And it's relatively quiet. I don't really hear almost any noise whatsoever. So for the price that you spend, I think that you get really high quality with this boom arm. I think that it's a little bit more than an entry-level boom arm just because of its build and the way that it is structured compared to other boom arms at lower prices. Of course, you're going to get more bang for your buck when it comes to those cheaper boom arms, but with those, you're sacrificing some of the quality that you get with this one. It's quite strong, it's silent, it's easy to maneuver. You can maneuver it with just a couple of fingers back and forth and turning it. It does it all pretty much. It gives you a lot of flexibility when it comes to your mounting options. You can go ahead and clamp it down to your desk, or it has the necessary tools so that you can go ahead and screw it onto your desk. And one very, very quality of life feature that this has is that it has a built-in headphone holder so that you can just put your headphones right at the base where you could just hang them there, and it just doubles as a headphone holder as well as your microphone holder. And that comes in very neat, especially when sometimes you don't have a place to set up your headphones. One thing that I like is that it is quite flexible with the mounting positions for your microphones. As you can see, it has a ball head right here, so you can go ahead and adjust it just depending on where you want to place it. So it's very, very flexible, it's very, very neat, and it's very, very just easy to use. Everything that you get with this just makes a lot of sense. The large size of this Captain Pro boom arm makes it very easy to set up on your desk in numerous places, or at your table if that's what you're using. You can go ahead and set it right next to you, kind of, sort of how I have it set up here, or you can have it on your desk or table farther away from you, and it's long enough to where it will reach out with the microphones as you have it set. You can go ahead and just stand up and use it in a standing position, or you can sit down and just maneuver it down. Again, very flexible with the options and the size. So at the end of the day, who would I recommend this boom arm for? You can go ahead and use this to have on a more permanent style setup where you're podcasting and you have many guests and new guests and people that aren't well versed in microphone management. You can go ahead and have them just adjust it real easy using this type of boom arm. Not only that, but if you're a streamer, for example, or you do talking headshots such as this one for your content creation, this is also a very good option to have. If you're the type of person that doesn't mind having a large boom option showing up on your screen and giving it a little bit more of that professional flair, then this is a good option to have. You can go ahead and set this up close to you or farther away from you on your desk. It really doesn't matter with this because of the size. You have that flexibility of being able to have multiple options for your home streaming setup. I personally really like this Boom Pro. It's very nice, very easy to use, and it does have various mounting options. The only cons that I give it are really just a matter of my personal preference. For most people, that could actually be a positive as far as the way the cable channeling is set up. Once again, I would like to thank i-Xtech for providing this boom arm for an honest review. I hope I have provided enough information so that you can make an educated choice as to whether or not this is the right boom arm for you. If you have any questions or comments, please go ahead and leave them in the comments section. I hope I have earned a like and a subscribe from you as well. I'm LL Mel, and thank you very much for watching Creators Tech, technology for creators.